Hi, I'm Exis and this is Hard to Find for La Resistance. Today we're gonna keep playing as the historic Britain. We're currently at 15th of February 1939 and we're gonna keep on going. We've got quite a few things to do in this episode and we're gonna have to spend some of this army experience and some of this navy experience. We can get rid of that one for now. I don't need to look at that. Neither do we need to look at that, or we can leave that one up for now. Let's see what we have going on here. That one won't be finished until May. So I can keep going on that one later on. The escalator clause is soon to be invoked. And once this one's done, we've got some navy things to do. Okay, so here we get the radio interception group, which is a quite good one. These ones cost 10 factories and are quite painful to get just now because we need our factories to boost up our economy, and especially the getting the new dockyards and military factories. I think we might want to have some. We could get some passive defense, I guess. At least one level wouldn't hurt, and it's one of the cheaper ones. As with the Cypher School, of course, would be good to have. Eventually we probably want to have all of them down here and fill out passive defense. This one is a very good one, but it does spam you a little bit too much, so I'm gonna skip that one for now. And a few of these other ones are situationally quite good. But let's leave that for now. We need to use factories for building more factories. What else would they be for, right? Oh, here we go. Zog submits to Italy. An ultimatum has been delivered to the Albanian government by the Italian diplomats, demanding that they submit to complete military occupation. King Zog has abdicated after realizing the futility of resistance, and Albania will now be ruled in personal union under King Victor Emmanuel III. Italy looks to the Balkans. That's another victim of Mussolini's ambitions. Alright, so now we've got a nice and big intel network going in both of these states. Oh, and here we go. Here's the special air service, which is very good. We also got fuel refining. Oh, let's start off with this one. An officer by the name of David Sterling has come up with the idea that a small commando unit might be capable of harassing the enemy behind their lines, causing tremendous damage. Naming them an air service has the added benefit of causing the enemy to believe they have to defend against paratroopers too. There may well be merit to this idea. And this gives us the Special Forces capacity multiplier and the Special Forces division training time. Training time isn't that much of a deal, but the capacity multiplier is a big deal. It also grants us David Sterling, which is a really good Special Forces officer, which we put down here. There we go, David Sterling. 20% attack and defense, of course, is huge. And yeah, we need to set a new one, of course. So we are gonna go over here, and we're gonna take air defense now. Add maximum anti-air in East Anglia, Sussex, and Southwest England. And we're mostly taking it as a prerequisite, of course. We've also finished fuel refining 3, so we're up to date on the fuel refining, increasing our oil gain, and we need to start actually stockpiling some oil so we have some when the war breaks out. And we want to get over here to start researching heavy fighters. And we've actually got a 10% bonus here because Canada's researched the heavy fighters. That's pretty neat. So let's get right into that there. It's a pretty quick research. And we're building factories who can actually start building them. So these are going to be pretty much the key later on. Maybe not the 36 variants, but it's good to have some heavy fighters. They're very useful for quite a number of things. And let's see what more we want to do. We can let the clock run again. Yeah, we're just looking at our agents here. We've got 2 of them infiltrating the Roman or the Italian Navy here. And we're gonna have to organize all our aircraft and things here very soon too. We can actually put these on training. I think it's probably about time to stop training all these other ones. Let's see if we've got a few more. Or we can put up another wing at least. There we go. Both of those to air or daytime. Alright, so we finished the battle fleet concentration. And we're gonna continue down the doctrine. We want some carrier organization, sortie efficiency. Yes, please. And I wish we could spend the research points for it, but it doesn't make a big difference here. So we'll just do it this way. And not use our experience because we're gonna need, I think, probably most of that. Let's just quickly go through and press K to stop training all of our armies here. We can train up any stragglers that come up later on. We're gonna have to start relocating some of these soon too, I think. But first of all, because we need to start getting reinforcements out, of course, and upgrades to the ones that need it. And with the added cap, we're starting to get some new marine divisions here too. And if we look over, I think it's here, we can see it somewhere. Yeah, if we hover over the special forces here, you can see that the limit is 10% of our fielded regular. We're allowed 60 battalions now, which is, now we're training 10 of our allowed 60 and we're fielding 25. So we've got 35 out of 60. That means we can bring it up to 12 divisions, and then not really divisions, half divisions. Let's add on another one then. That should be enough. And you know, actually while we're at it, let's edit the template. Alright, so let's go in here and we will add the engineer company. This is a really good addition to the amphibious units, or for anything that's going to do naval invasion, of course, because you get that amphibious attack plus 25%, which is a pretty decent bonus. Also increases the overall defense and quite a lot of entrenchment. It makes it easier for them to hold the ground. And this is a fairly small template, so normally I would probably say that recon would be the next thing I want to add. But since this is such a small template, normally I'd have at least 10. We're gonna add support artillery instead. This gives us a little bit more bang for our buck. We're very limited in army experience, and I think adding the support artillery here is gonna give them that extra little bit of punch they need to actually be able to make ground and land. Otherwise we'd usually use at least double-sized template like this. And we could have a line artillery instead. And an anti-air, so 8 marines and an anti-air or anti-tank. And artillery. But we're gonna go this route instead, since doubling up this would be another 25. And I want to have the engineers there. And we're just gonna make more divisions instead to fill up the cap. So that's gonna be that of that. And we've also got some more army experience here, so we might as well spend it all while we're at here. So for our infantry divisions then, this is actually a fairly decent template as it is. And this is our big templates, but we're gonna add some anti-tank here. Just having that little bit more, or it's actually quite a lot of piercing we get from having one anti-tank in the line here. And they're gonna have to work against all the German tanks. So that's our at least our first stopgap for this. And it sounds like we're running out of manpower. Very good then. And of course we've got one more change we want to do, because we've got our tank divisions to make, and we could go in on the tank brigades and expand this one, but we've only got 40 experience here, and we need to add some motorized infantry, of course. So do that and add on a tank. That would be all we have. So instead we're going to use the motorized division here. We will... we're not going to do anything with that. We're going to duplicate it so we don't lose it. This one already has the engineers and the cavalry recon detachments. Cavalry recon, of course, limits the speed of the motorized division to 6.4. I believe this should be motorized on the base template. Let's change the name tag here. We want them to be armored divisions. So, what do we want to have for our tanks then? Well, we're going to use both, actually. We're going to use 2 light tanks, we're going to use 2 heavy tanks. And this is our 40 experience here. So, overall that gives us a 20 combat with armored division, which is pretty neat. Max speed is lowered by the heavy tanks, doesn't really matter. And overall the stats are a pretty good increase in everything here, but especially this breakthrough, which is what we're after in the tank division. And the armor, of course, it's a good amount of armor. Let's call this the Armoured division. We'll be revising these divisions as we go, of course. We don't want to have that one there, of course. We want to switch this one over to cultural heavy tank. And is this a Churchill? No, maybe not. No, this should be the whatever it is we're using at the moment, right? Well, we're gonna save this one. So now we've got an armor division that we're not using, we don't have any. But we do have the Royal Tank Regiment here. Let's switch you out to an armor division. And we're gonna need lots of things. We gain some tanks back. Very good. And we've also got down here, we've got the cavalry brigade, and we can clear out their name. And this would be the 7th, our armor division, as we have up here. And because historically the cavalry brigade in Egypt was converted to the 7th armored, so let's do that. It means we have one less cavalry division to worry about too. And let's see, what are you doing down here? Let's move you up to the front line now. You'll probably want to mix around a little bit with the colors here too. So pop up there, let's make you a spade and a red one. That way I know that this is tanks. We'll do the same thing up here in from command. I've got you here, spearhead, red. Good. And these 2 cavalry brigades, I guess we can actually clear out their names, and I think we'll convert them into motorized divisions. There we go. So obviously these are going to need some training, so let's hit the Shift K and or press the button. Actually press the button. Shift K there for this one, and let them train up to full experience. So we've got some good ones there. We'll probably going to want to train up some more infantry divisions. We can let them run again here. And just one, and let's add, well, Just so we have some of them coming in. Let's put on some more melee divisions there. Get them on down here. Also we have some more bodies to build the lines. Alright, so we finished the... oh no, we got another slot here. Alright, so now we have a few choices here. We could go with early mobilization. I wish we could go for partial mobilization, but that requires 25 war support. We've only got 18. Mr. Chamberlain is reducing it by 5, so we could, even if we didn't have Chamberlain here, it would still only be at 23. So there's no partial mobilization for us yet, and I don't really think this is worth it. It's a 5% consumer goods and a pretty big construction speed, of course. But yeah, now we're gonna hold off a little bit more on this. This also, of course, reduces our oil gain. We're gonna hold off on this just a little bit. We could go up to limited conscription here, which wouldn't be a bad idea because manpower does take some time to trickle in now. We're now producing enough to actually start fielding our units. And the other alternative would be to start, of course, kicking in these. So we could, for example, get David Sterling in here. And the Marines, of course, are going to be among our first troops to see combat, so that's a good first one to get in. We've also got some other really good ones here. But I think we're going to go with limited conscription, just so we get that manpower trickling in again. So that should grant us quite a lot actually. So let's unpause here again, and we're waiting for a few of these researchers to tick in. So there we go with the first one. It's concentrated industry, and we are gonna pop over here, and we're gonna get these new guns. We do have a production cost reduction for these, of course, so getting the later models is very good. That can make our infantry division stronger. And we probably want to transfer a few of these infantry divisions out of England. So I'm just selecting a couple of divisions on random here. There's nothing special at all to it. Because we want to reassign it. We do want to have some good divisions down here too. And of course France is our ally, so we don't need to have anyone on the border there. And we do need to guard our ports. We've got a few port defenders here. We've also got this huge line down here in Africa, and the small province here in Somaliland. So we're probably gonna have to beef that up mostly with these Indian troops. So we're still waiting for a few more of these to deploy. Let's see, we've got 4 more going on there. And it's about half of what we're getting, so we're training 48 of these divisions. And they're slowly trickling in. And they'll be slowly trickling in the entire time, so that's fine. We don't need to rush them in. We do of course want these to go in as soon as possible. What we could do is, that would be, if we bring that down to 4, this is going to be 3 more. That means we're going to have a total of 8 in there. We'll make another line of these here. With, 4. It's going to be fine. We'll put them on deployment down here. And get them deployed to the other lads over there. The melee troops can be deployed. Let's put them on the front line there. And these infantry divisions, well, let's just keep them here for now. That will be fine. And what more do we have? We want to move We might actually want to move a few of these over as well. And these are the northern ones. Yeah, no, we will keep them here. And this is a lot of expeditionaries. So we want to start. We don't want to have this many of them, of course. Let's take 6 divisions. And we'll pop these down to Africa down there. We'll go here and we'll press S to split. And do the same thing. We'll bring a few more down here. Alright, so what do we got here? This is Czechoslovakia then. The fate of Czechoslovakia. The German troops have crossed into Bohemia and Moravia, ostensibly to restore order to the regions in the wake of the collapsing Czechoslovakian government. In Prague, the occupying forces announced the creation of an autonomous protectorate within the German Reich. With German support, Slovakia has declared independence under the leadership of Joseph Tito. The nation of Czechoslovakia is no more. This isn't what we agreed on. Well, no, Mr. Chamberlain, it isn't. Our little friend here doesn't really do what we want him to do, does he? So now he's claiming Memel. Portugal seeks to purchase British ships again. This will be beneficial to both of us. Well, why not? The Panay incident. American and British gunboats were attacked by Japanese aircraft in separate actions today, while evacuating Western civilians from the front line in the war between Japan and China. Despite being clearly marked as an American vessel, the USS Panay was hit by 2 bombs and sunk, with 3 American and 1 Italian citizen killed and others wounded. In a separate attack on HMS Ladybird, 1 British sailor was killed. Both the American and British governments have issued strong protests. The incident highlights the increasing tensions between the 3 foremost naval powers. The Japanese threat looms larger, and this reduces our opinion of Japan by 15. And let's put in a small pause there. If we... no, we can leave that be a little bit longer. Alright, so what do we have going on here then? We've got, this is going to be the Ark Royale, and they're all trained up now. So the Ark Royale was assigned to the home fleet. Let's have her there. And what do we have down here? Let's pop these down into there as well. I actually had a few of these. Might actually want to have, especially the cruisers. Let's split those out. This will be this one, I think, and have them exercising. We'll probably need to start getting some destroyers up here. We'll have a look at that during the summer, I think. As we're starting to get our divisions up, we probably want to bolster the at least the Malta Defense Command. Probably Gibraltar as well. So let's send the 5th to... well, why not to Gibraltar? Let's this army. I'll put you there. You can go there as well. And then we want to have the West Riding. I think they were converted to a Armoured Division 2 later on. Let's take the Welsh Infantry here and come on down on a small sunny vacation. But let's move you over here first. Let's see if we can, yeah. Malta was one we could. So then we have some good and some bad divisions defending. Alright, so we finished the air defense. There is no question of where the enemy will be coming from. We must protect the coast within extensive anti-air batteries. And we're continuing down this path, getting the radar and some extra air experience. which could come in handy. And some pause there again. How's the training going? Not that well. We're still missing loads of equipment, of course. Let's see, this is gonna take 2.5 years. This is gonna take not that long. Naval bombers don't really have a big surplus of any of the aircraft. We're gonna put some more on heavy tanks, I think. Alright, so we've infiltrated the Italian Navy. And now we want to infiltrate their air force. And we're gonna have here, oh, we don't see their names down here. There we do. Victoria and Dusko. Dusko and Victoria. And let's go. And that leaves us with is that the last one we need to do here in Italy? Well, actually it could be. And they're starting to build up here as well. Let's see if we can see anything fun here. Still only one Scharnhorst in the water. We've got quite a few cruisers, quite a few submarines. And the Italians? Have they built anything? No, nothing new. We'll see when we fight them if they have anything. Anything to come up with. Alright, so maybe we should. I was thinking maybe we should consolidate these troops. Of course, we want to strat redeploy to there. Now we've got some free dockyards. And that's all our cruisers that are done. Perfect. I don't think we need to do anything about these. They're just fine as they are. And the tribals can keep going. So let's take this to design our new convoy escort ship. And this is going to be the Hunt class, of course. So let's pop in here. And let's see, we want to show outdated because we want to use the S class as a basis for this one. This is just going to be as cheap as possible convoy escort ship that's actually capable of doing something. So the torpedoes, we're going to remove those. Fire control systems adds 5% attack, which isn't even noticeable on this one. We are, however, going to replace that with a sonar. And we're going to go with a good sonar because we want to find the submarines, right? And depth charges, yeah, we keep those. Let's press duplicate. And we're going to change this one over to historical destroyer escorts. And this is going to be the Hunt class. These were, I think they were laid down the first ships in June of 1939. So May 1939, it's good enough for me anyway. And yeah, we need to save this design. This is the most expensive design. And let's commission a few of these and let's I can probably start off with 8, 16. Yeah, let's go for 16. Have them over to the auxiliary commands. And yeah, let's put all our free dockyards into that for now. And we've got 29 days left on the escalator clause. And there's gonna happen some things when that goes too. Let's see here. Oh, we didn't actually. This one? Infiltrate the Navy. Yeah, good. We didn't get any naval experience. That's a little bit of a shame. Okay, so advanced machine tools. And we're gonna go for excavation here. Don't think it matters which one we take actually. Don't really see why the Commonwealth goes so heavily into these. I think it's just because they're an industrial tech. Let's see if we can go down here, we can see if any of these actually need anything. That's excavation 4, excavation 3, excavation 2. And that one we can already do. So why not take excavation 2 just to unlock this decision in case we want to take it in the future. Doesn't really matter which order you take them. So let's on pause there again. And we're actually capped out on command power there too. You might want to check in. I think we, at least on the naval commanders, right? Should have a concealment expert, and he's running our main battle fleets. That could be a very good option actually. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Or Fraser. Retreat decision chance. Nah, not a big fan of that one. Here we are, this is the Mediterranean fleet. And that could actually be a good one for Cunningham. Yes, the Italians do have quite a big fleet. But I think we're gonna go with the concealment expert. This one is just so good. Since it makes the ships harder to hit. Let's see what Summerfield has. Why not? We'll do the same thing there. And that's our Pacific fleet. We've got our Bermuda command here. I don't really think these need anything. Let's check the commanders over here. Don't know if we've got anyone that actually needs anything here. Let's make a quick run through them all. Yeah. Norwich and Alan Cunningham, and we've got Campbell, Lees, Cut, and down here is Smith. Yeah, those don't really. Maybe the field marshals actually do have some. We'll fill up. Montgomery is full up. And Alan Brook is full up. Good. So we've used our command power. We can check these small. A lot of them can have the concealment expert. These don't really need it though. No, he couldn't have it. Most of them seem to get it from the blockade runner too, and not the tactician. And this is Nord past to Calais. Okay, that's a training fleet probably. Yeah, definitely. We'll get them into the reserve fleet. And that's also a training fleet. This here is our mining fleet. And he's of course got the tactician instead of that one. Could have had the mine layer here otherwise. Doesn't really matter, we're probably not going to put on that much mines. Do we have anyone? No, they're all assigned. I don't have anyone assigned to our submarines. We're going to stop them training because we need that fuel elsewhere. And we're probably going to be redistributing these in a bit. This is one of our escort fleets. Cruiser captain. You're commanding quite a bunch of cruisers actually. Naval speed and damage. Yeah, why not? Search patterns, spotting speed. No, they're not going to need that. And John Cunningham, then. Green water expert, shallow seas. Oh, it's probably going to be, I don't know. We did need some more heavy tanks though. These are the Vickers. And they look like the ones we got on the right. Let's put a third one there too. We're gonna be needing them. And maybe another one here. And we should have some more fighters. We're gonna be needing a lot of fighters soon. And let's see there, 21 days. If we look here at the just the German Air Force, it's quite a lot of fighters. They probably got 2,500 or something. So we're gonna be quite a bit of an underdog. So I think this is gonna be fun. The AI is building stupid amounts. Unfortunately, a lot of ships would be fun if they did build very many ships too. And we got a lot of things. I do have quite a lot of dockyards building though. Okay, your Campbell falls ill. He'll be back soon enough. Restart the eastern flames. Soon gonna finish. What's he doing? Defending Bulgaria. And soon the escalator close. Time's out. Okay, here we go. The German Reich claims Memo. With the German forces on the border poised to attack, Lithuania has given in to a German ultimatum, demanding the surrender of the old Russian territory of Memo. It was passed to Lithuania by the Treaty of Versailles, but has now been reintegrated into the region of Ostpreußen. Have we yet reached the extent of German territorial ambitions in Europe? Experts are doubtful. Another batch of maps made obsolete. Alright. And we also finished the Bristol Blenheim, our heavy fighters. Very nice. So what do we want to do from here on then? I guess wouldn't be too bad to start going down a little bit down here. See if we can get some air doctrine going as well. We are a little bit early for the 1940s techs. Don't think we need any. Oh, damage control would be nice. 72 days. Yeah, maybe. Convoy sailing? The Raj. That's fun. Escort efficiency. Yeah, always start going down those when we see the need for it, right? There's not gonna be a war. Churches, they look nice. Black Princes, Centurions. And actually the engineering companies could be a really good thing to start getting out. And we don't have anything of any of the other ones. We do have a few recon companies. Our infantry divisions have recon companies. So let's go with the engineer company there. And let's just check here. No, we've got support artillery. So we've got recon in our 2 armored divisions. We've got a cavalry recon detachment. Don't think anyone else has them. Yeah, the motorized, of course. Okay, so we've got 4 recon divisions. So we're not likely gonna be researching that just yet. We do soon have enough army experience to make some more changes. And we still haven't put anti-air into any templates. Alright, so let's check what Germany is doing. They're doing dancing or war. And as the UK, what do we want to do then? We of course want to guarantee our friend Poland. So that's a important thing there, of course. Oh no, the Germans are justifying on us now, and we do have enough force support to switch to partial mobilization now, and we might just wait for war economy, because it's just around the corner. This is probably just wasting 150 political power. Alright, we want to add our heavy fighters. Let's pick those up for now. Put them under our fighters, right? Yeah, let's have one factory on them for now. And tactical bonus would be nice to start building as well. We do need to research our new tactical bonus though. Subsidiary carrier row. Very nice. We still got another research bonus. I think that's the last one from Britannia Rules the Waves. Let's check here. Yeah, we got one more. And one more carrier focus. So just gonna get that one out. And unpause here again. Okay, actually we can head back in there because the escalator clause has been invoked. And the escalator clause means we can build carriers up to 10,500, cruisers up to 6,000 IC, and heavy ships up to 12,000 IC. And yeah, you guessed it, we're gonna be designing another ship. Alright, so let's head over here to the battleships, and let's see what we have here. This is probably our most complete design. This one has just the engine and armor. So yeah, we are going to be designing a battleship. So let's, now we don't need to duplicate this one. We're only going to be building one design of this one, most likely. It's going to be the King George. Class. Okay, I think it's that way. King George 5 class. And this is going to be named after historical battle cruisers. No, I want to have historical battleships. There we go. And there we go. We got King George V, Prince of Wales, Duke of York, Anson, and Howe. Perfect. Now, for the allocation, the previous design obviously wasn't possible to build. Now we've got some increased tonnage here that we can use. So what do we want to have then? Well, we want to have, we could use battlecruiser armor. That would bring the cost down, so we can fit more things. But King George V was a battleship, right? So yeah, we're gonna stick with battleship armor. We obviously want to have a good fast engine. I'm fairly certain I think the King George V did something like 28 knots or something like that. So this is going to go down as we add equipment. We are going to have heavy batteries, and probably the heavy battery one would be the more historical option, I guess, since they fitted them with the 14-inch guns instead of the originally intended 15-inch guns. So we're going to go with the second one. They are modern guns after all. Most of our ships have the tier 1 guns, and they're also 14-inch guns on the other battleships we have. So what more do we want to have up here up front? We want to have anti-air, we want to have better anti-air. Fire control, well, we've researched the better fire control, let's use it, right? It's quite a lot of extra anti-air and light attack and heavy attack. For not that much production. Radar, yes please. And secondaries, we have 2. I think we want to have a second secondary battery. Let's put that there. And let's put some catapults on as well. And this is pretty fully decked out. 11,775 out of 12,000. And this gives us a quite good battleship. So, don't think there's anything we can do here, right? No, that's the Nelson. Hey, look, it's so weird. No, let's use the best match. They are going to be the battery, they are capital ships. We don't need to duplicate this design. Let's save it. There we go, King, yours the 5th class. Let's turn these back on. We need some dockyards for these. So there we go, we're starting to get them down here. And the how. Ideally I would like to put them up something like this. This would make them complete in sequence. I don't think we've got the dockyards to really do it this way. But we are gonna have to pick some from there and pick some from there. And we are building dockyards, so let's do it this way for now. And we'll have to try and remember to increase the numbers here. Let's put the hunt class down below and the tribal class down below. Since building our capital ships is a matter of the state. It's a very important issue. So we've got 5 battleships and 3 carriers in the dockyards. And actually I think we can make one more change. Yeah, no, we're gonna wait just a little bit. It's a little bit too early for the next ship design. Actually it's about, I think, half a year or something too early. We'll leave that dusting on the shelf for a while more. We wanna keep going on these ones here. We do need to get these dockyards and military factories going. And we can probably push those down, I think. Let's put those up top and let the others just finish in line there. There we go. We want to modify the government. And the first thing we're going to do here is actually I'm thinking we might want to save this political power for Danzig or war, just so we can do that quick switch to war economy. I think this might be the better plan. And then take David Sterling a little bit later as the second pick after that. So that's the way we're going to do it. Gonna leave this be a little bit longer. What more we got there? We do have some army experience here. And where do we want to spend that? Alright, so we got our machine guns, or submachine guns. And what do we want to use here? We want to start building our upgrading our anti-air. It's the bit of small bomb damage reduction, a little bit more of anti-air attack, just the flats. Don't need to actually build anything more. I could go for the artillery too. I'll go for the anti-air upgrade first. And with 11,000 guns still needed, yes, we'll make the switch. Costs a terrible amount of production efficiency, but it's a hit we'll just have to take. Heavy tanks are down to 500 days. We've got enough to field another fighter wing, and we probably want to start reorganizing a bit of these and put those on training. Let's put another 100 out, daytime, and shift K, get them to train until they're done. These, I might actually want to leave them at home for now. That one's still building up. Got a few bombers. What we do want to do, however, is to start training our aircraft a little bit. So let's move Let's go down here and move this peak out as well. And why not move Glorious out as well? Let's just give him a day. So then, once these ships are stationary in a sea zone, you can shift K on the, or shift click this button too, and train until they're done with the training on the carrier. So the carrier aircrafts also get some experience, which of course is pretty neat. And we're going to do the same thing here. Shift K. This is a good use of our fuel to make sure that the tiny wings on our carriers are doing their best. We probably need to move some aircraft down here soon too. And some I've got a few more days there. And there we go with the radar. The ability to detect enemy bombers will be crucial to the war effort. We should spare no resources in further developing radar technology and constructing a network detection stations along the coasts. Alright, so we get some air experience, and we get 3 times the radar technology. And let's see where we want to go for now. We want to tag along over here. It's time to remove that national spirit, the war to end all wars. This will reduce our national spirit, or national stability, which I think actually is way over 100 right now. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think that when we cross that, we've got some air experience. We could throw it into the Hurricanes, or we could save it up for the Spitfires. We probably want to put it into the Hurricanes. I think that's a wise choice to pour it all into here for now. So let's go with the Hurricanes. Engines, we get 2 upgrades. Yeah. No, that's just 1 upgrade, right? What do we need? 1 more. Yeah, we're gonna get that from our aircraft training soon enough. It's not long. Not much left. Alright, so Germany is busy going to war. We've got Italy down here. They're doing the light ship effort. Yeah, why not? We can get some new destroyers soon, I guess. In Japan, we haven't been looking a lot at Japan. We're doing the 0. It's 1939. That's very good. They're finally getting the zeros. And let's see how they are doing. They're doing okay in China. They're not overly well. They made some landings and they're making some headway up here. Probably should be bolstering our ranks here in Hong Kong by a bit. We'll just wait for these. Oh, here we go. William Stim. What do you have? Guerrilla fighter. Actually, I'm not opposed to that idea. I think that might be a very good trait for him. Did we have more? I'm not allowed to take anything more. Good. And I do, however, think I'll leave the Singapore Fortress division down here. Let's actually put you down in Singapore though. And yeah, let's take 2 of these. And we'll move them over to the Hong Kong division. So we'll have. Well, don't actually need to do it that way. We can have a front line. Yeah, why not make a small plan? And I might as well have a plan here too, I guess. I do, however, want to have these are aren't the best divisions in the world. Let's put someone here down here in Kuala Lumpur just for a token defense. I'll do the same thing here. So we have someone there. We do want to move someone over there. That was the... Oh. Let's put the 6th division over here in Brunei. We could guard North Borneo too. Yeah, so we have something guarding down there. Now over here we've got Ceylon Defense Force, which we can actually transfer to Burma Command. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's transfer you over there. And we can do it this way. We'll have Slim that put the radar fighter here. Percival would have been the one to make good use of it. But Slim's probably gonna do some fighting here too, maybe. So we do want to split as to 12. We want them all over on this side, and we want some on this side too. 9. Let's do it this way, let's put 9 there. Bring 3 of our own forces over this side. And I'm going to use from this army 3. We can have 2 more. Select. There was actually quite a lot of Indian troops fighting here in Africa, so it does have some historical resemblance. Mostly we just need to have someone on the borders there. And now up here we've got new training. Now you're just standing in the desert suffering attrition. This isn't very good, right? Why are you suffering attrition? Is your training? We just can't see it over here. Yeah, well done. Training is fine. We want you to train. These over here, same thing. Yeah, they probably need to train quite a lot because they're missing heavy tanks. But no, let's actually quit training. There we go. There's no point in continuing to train when we don't have the tanks to train with. We'll wait for the tanks first. We're building, yeah, we're building a deployment. Good, good. And infantry equipment 390 days. That's because we have changed our lines over, of course. So we're building the new guns, and it's taking a lot more. Let's move the Hurricanes down. I wanna get one factory on the heavy fighters first. I'm gonna get those going. Yeah, that's gonna be good. We can add in some more streamline in the Midlands, and why not some more in Lancashire? We've got the good infrastructure here. As we start or keep building them. Alright, but that's gonna be all for today. So thank you all for watching. Take care and see you next time.